What is the most common discrimination that no one talks about? Hobbyists. I hear loads of disrespectful comments about those who are into fitness. Anime. Playing an instrument. All things that I consider to be completely normal. None of which are applicable to me. I can't wrap my head around why. Maybe because it's foreign territory to some people? Discrimination against introverts, loners, shy people, single people, and the like. Ageism. Pretty hard to prove, and folks make snap judgments based on appeared age. Which is impossible to hide. Discrimination against autistic people. It's a weird one, but being chesty really set me up to be discriminated against in Christian circles. Constantly accused of trying to show 'em off or flirt with men. It took me years to stop being ashamed of my body. Education. No. Not everybody needs to go to college. But every time someone makes a joke about not having a degree, or going to community college, someone discounts something you say because you don't have a degree in the field you're debating. Or a girl says she will only date guys who went to college. 20 more high school kids sign up for life-altering student loans. Probably height discrimination. We know through numerous studies that it results in lower pay, fewer career advances, it's negatively perceived, etc. Not only does it raise the suicide risk among men, it also contributes to racism due to some ethnicities averaging lower height. And it contributes to parts of sexism against women due to women being on average lower height. Very few places even recognize that it occurs. And even fewer have any protections in place to prevent it. I'm not sure what this counts as. But I suppose social exclusion. I'm not sure why some people are excluded or treated as outcasts. As these people don't seem to be much different from everyone else. The people are excluded and eventually become used to it and become afraid of socializing because they are afraid of the pain of being excluded from things. Something like that. Social exclusion, I guess. I dunno how to word it. I'm left-handed. Being terminally single. I don't want to hook up with your husband. Ladies. Or your wife. Or anyone. For that matter. The emasculation of Asian and Indian men in movies and TV. Ladies' nights at bars. Just by being a lady, someone is able to drink for free or reduced price on selected days. Yet men always have to pay full price. That screams illegal and discriminatory, yet many venues do it unabated. Redheads, gingers in movies. Always in a comic adaptation, a redhead, ginger character is changed. The most recent Little Mermaid adaptation. Really, I don't know why they do this. There are a lot of Afro-Americans characters in movies, but they are reducing the redhead characters. Most common, I'd say economic class. When I was at school, plenty of students were from middle-class family and they basically had mindset: if you're poor, then it means you're from bad gene pool. AKA it's almost eugenics, but they were too dumb to know anything about eugenics. Haven't seen this mentioned yet. If you like something different to the crowd, you are weird. I remember back in school I used to love these TV shows and would talk about them all the time, but it was geeky and so I was picked on because I had a different interest than them. Black people being racist to white people. But whenever that happens, I just be racist back. Medical discrimination. Lots of countless examples of how subconscious and conscious racism, fat phobia, sexism, transphobia, homophobia, etc. make medical treatment worse for those groups. X1. IR blood oxygen meters generally don't work well on people with dark skin. Most of them were only tested on paler people before reaching the market. X2. Many medicines are only gauged for dosage based on men. Women often get underdosed or overdosed on those medications as a result, especially if pregnant. A lot of TV shows have underlying anti-Semitism, and with everything that Kanye West is saying, anti-Semitism is still a big issue that people don't ever really talk about. Height discrimination. Height discrimination. Ageism. How come there never seems to be anything about intersex people, like you never hear about it? Not saying there should be. By the way, fat shaming against men. Cops shooting black people in USA.